Hi gang, Jimmy D here, and in today's video, we are going to grab our rewards points by playing a Game Pass game called Donut County, which unfortunately is leaving Game Pass on October 15th. So I figured, why not grab 5 more, yep, count them, 5 more achievements or trophies or whatever you guys get in Switch. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start up our game. Yep, like I said, guys, leaving October 15th. I did say this like halfway through yesterday's video, but I want to make a point to say it right here at the beginning, guys. Another Game Pass game that's leaving on October 15th is called Cocoon. I do have a 100% walkthrough on that one. I will leave a link in the descriptions as well as the comments so that you can get achievements in that as well. But let's go ahead and start up our game. We left off 999 feet below yesterday, guys. So let's go ahead and continue the conversation. Of course, we're going to mash through. Just so we can get on. Because these achievements are going to come kind of quick. It'll take us about 35 minutes, guys, to get all 5 of these. Be sure to get your rewards for the day as well as the achievements. You guys really want to go through the dialogue? Feel free, guys. It's going to introduce a new mechanic. Yep, go ahead and press A. This level, guys, we've got to use that firecracker down below, not only to get rid of those seagulls up on the wire here on the light poles, but as well as another place which I'll point out. Let's go ahead and collect some of these smaller things just to make our hole a little bit bigger. Brick, a couple of bricks here, a hot dog, a french fry containers, and now this firework is big enough for us to collect, but we have to set it off. So before I set it off, guys, notice the seagulls have their shadows right below. Once we get that firework, we're going to go to this center shadow here, the biggest seagull. But in order to light that, we need to go underneath, grab it, and go to that shadow. And boom, knock them down. And now we can suck them up. Get all this smaller stuff real quick. And then that last seagull. And it's going to change positions. Again, guys, we're going to use the fireworks. And we're going to launch them towards this ledge that this bird is on, using this shadow underneath here. And we got to do it 3 times. So, underneath the fireworks booth, light the firecracker, come to the shadow, boom, there's one. You suck it up if you want. Two. And 3. Bam. And now we can go ahead and suck up everything on this level. And done. Go ahead and mash through conversation. On to the next level, guys. I will say, guys, before we continue on with our conversation, there is a missable achievement in this level, but since the Trashopedia calls for us to collect all of the items, we are just going to go ahead and miss it for now. You can always, at the end of the game, come back with a chapter select, and that is the radio that is right behind the text here. I'll point it out again. Go ahead and reply. For those of you who may have missed out on the Quack Enthusiast yesterday, you can go ahead and go 100 times with the duck emojis here if you want. But we'll go ahead and reply. Exit out of the conversation. We've got some chameleons hidden here. As you can see, their little eyeballs all over the place and kind of see their shadows. We'll go ahead and collect some grass here first, just to make our bowl a little bit bigger. We can collect the little guys, little yellow ones. Green ones and the gray ones are a little bit too big at the moment. Just let them sit in your hole and they'll fall. The green ones and yellow ones for now will fit. But these big guys won't fit until you get your hole pretty decent size. Kind of let them spin and fall. And once you get the last of them, we'll continue on to the next part of this level. That missable achievement, guys, is this radio right here. And basically, you have to collect everything in this level except for the radio. But like I said, with that Trashopedia, we want to make sure we collect everything. So let's go ahead. Suck up the whole 9 yards. As you can see, that radio is avoidable. But we're going to suck it up anyways. we'll get that board. And finally, the building. And done. Go through a little bit of conversation here. Notice they're talking about a catapult upgrade, and we're going to get that here in a minute. Hole. Go ahead and deploy your hole. Sorry about that, guys. First off, we're going to grab the little stuff, of course, just to make our hole a bit bigger. As soon as we collect enough, we're going to get thrown into a little mini cutscene. Like that. And here's the little mini cutscene. Again, guys, you can reply with quack if you haven't gotten that quack enthusiast yet 100 times. And exit. We're going to be thrown into the little store here. First thing you want to buy is an energy drink. And boof, gamer. Stock up on that gamer fuel. Then buy the catapult, which is necessary for the next level. And we'll only have 3 points after that. That's okay. And done. And let's go ahead and collect up the grass here real quick, guys. And you can always tell that you have something to catapult by that green little dot in your hole. Tap A and avoid it. But don't suck up the chicken just yet. Suck up all the other pieces, because there's something left in the hole. Avoid it. Let it smash. Collect it up. There's still something in there. Let it smash. Still something in there. Let it smash. That green dot is gone, and now we know we've collected everything on this level. So now, let's grab that chicken. It's going to toss us into a newer part of the area. And basically what we want to do is we want to open that door just above us and toss the chicken up onto the door. Or vice versa. Open that door, we need to grab a hold of this. So, let's get underneath that door. Kind of center yourself on the bigger door and then tap A to toss the chicken in the air. Grab the bell. And let go. Chicken gets tossed in, and now we're on to the next stage and on to the next achievement, guys. Collect up the little grass here, the railing. But we want 3 dozen eggs, or 36 eggs, to smash on the ground. Yeah, that's kind of slow. So we're gonna grab one of these eggs, and we're gonna toss it up at that switch, and now it's gonna whip some eggs out, and we want 36 of them to smash before we start grabbing any of them. Oh, it'll keep going, guys. It'll keep going. Don't worry. And poof, egg breaker. Now we can start collecting those eggs, and our hole will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it gets to a point where the game says, all right, you've got enough. And now we can collect that little piece of fence and the silo here. Might have to toss it around, get it inside, and then we can go ahead and collect everything else on this level till we get big enough to grab the barn. Yeah, grab the fence and then tip the barn in, and voila, on to the next level. Of course, have a little conversation. 999 feet below. This level, guys, of course, introduces a little something new. Tap A. And, of course, little items first, just to increase the size of your hole, to include the honey. We're going to use that frog to our advantage. Avoid that honeycomb for now. Just keep collecting the smaller items. And collect the honeycomb. And that tree trunk in the back there. And then we're going to get underneath the frog. And it's going to toss up a piece of honeycomb, and the frog's going to grab it. Catch the frog. Go ahead and grab that log there, as well as the beehives, or as much as you can grab of them. And then you notice the shadows underneath each one of these beehives. We're going to use our frog to grab the beehive, and then grab the bee. Grab the frog again, and continue. get even bigger, last shadow. Leave that bee for now. Grab those beehives and the last bee. Now, you should be big enough to grab this tree trunk. And on to the next stage. Of course, grabbing the little stuff first. Then the bees. And now we're big enough to grab the guy on the branch. And last but not least, a little shed. And done. Continue on with our conversation. All right, next one, guys, has a achievement inside, but of course, grab the little stuff first. Water is not going to fill you up, but you do need to grab the water as well. And the milk crates, along with this chef here. Now, this part has a missable achievement, guys. Let me explain it. Notice in the top right corner, there is a pot and salt and pepper, and that's part of the secret recipe that we're gonna grab. That water bird that's right there is gonna want a specific recipe for his soup. So let's grab these 3 little cans. And then grab the hook here. And that is the first part of the recipe. What we're gonna wanna do is first grab the soup. Then we want 2 dashes of salt and 3 dashes of pepper. And every time we grab a dash, a cockroach is going to appear. We don't want to swallow the cockroaches, but we still want to get that recipe. Once this green turns to a nice bright orange, then we're going to feed it to the water bird. So, let's grab a dash of salt. Avoid the cockroaches. And avoid the water bird too. There's a dash of salt. One more dash of salt. One more cockroach. And now we want 3 dashes of pepper. See, and you can tell that you've got your dashes right when one more cockroach joins the crew. One more dash of pepper. There's 4. We're gonna want 1 more dash of pepper. Ah! Screwed it up. We can go ahead and restart the level. Grab that little stuff. Yeah, I screwed up, guys. Sorry about that. We are gonna grab it. Again, I'm going to grab the 3 little cans, pull the hook, grab the soup, dash of pepper, dash of salt, dash of pepper, dash of salt. We want 2 more dashes of pepper here. Actually, 1 more. It'll turn bright orange, and then feed it to the water bird. It'll bring a tear to his eye, because he's got just the right recipe. And boof. Secret soup. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and collect everything else here in this level. Everything else. Bricks, trees, trucks, you name it. Quonset huts. Even the restaurant itself. The rest of the Quonset huts. And even these skies, well, I want to call them skyscrapers, but tall buildings. We got the quadcopter. And another conversation. On to our next achievement here, guys. A little bit of a cutscene.
Squad. Are you jealous?
What the heck? Oh, 451? No. Donkey Kong? No. Okay. On to our next achievement, guys. Let's go ahead and suck up the small stuff. Make our hole bigger. And, yep, you hear it. You know it. Suck up the coffee shop as well. And, boof, Donut County. Destroy the donut shop. Another little conversation here, guys. Oh, to the abandoned house. This level is a little on the weird side, guys. Not well lit. Step 8. Gonna bring us inside the house. And we're gonna... Yep. Visibility is limited, guys. Just move your circle around and you'll be able to tell when the little stuff has been sucked up, like this cage here. There is a cat in here that we try to avoid as much as possible, guys. You can see these little red stuff around the candle. Grab these. Use the candlelight to the best of your ability. And we're going to grab these 2 candles in the front. And you'll be able to tell, like I said, when stuff drops into your hole. And you could kind of tell, maybe not on my screen, but on your screen you'll be able to tell when the little stuff falls in. Because we want to make our hole as big as possible before we grab that last candle. And that's about it. That's about it, guys. Move around. Scope it out. Oh, I got one more. Got one more. Maybe use your physics to grab that skull. Nope. Grab the last candle, and everything is going to go out, guys. Head over to the ring, and you'll see a flashlight. It's got limited battery power, guys. So try to collect as quickly as you can. But it's going to cast that, and we're going to suck up as much as we can. Maybe we get that skull. Yep, we got that. That cat is just above us to the right. We try to avoid him. See him right there? I mean, it's going to get to a point where we won't be able to avoid him. But we want to get this hole as big as possible before we interact with him. And yep. So head back over to the fridge. Get that battery. Ah, bugger. Like that. Battery one more time. And grab the cat itself. He's going to turn on the light. And then we can suck him up. And then go ahead and suck up everything else in the room. And now we're outside. And we're going to grab everything outside. Little stuff first. Little stuff first, guys. We're going to grab everything here. Eventually, we're going to grab the house. Grab the dumpster. It should be everything. Grab the house. On to the next level. Last level, last achievement here, guys. This one's a little weird. Tap A. Again, guys. Collect the little stuff first. Eventually, we are going to interact with this gumball machine. It's not really a gumball machine. It's a water balloon machine. And then suck up this little stool. with the fish inside. Spit it out. It's got a water balloon. Let it smash. And then we're going to spit out the water here. And by doing that, this guy here at the bottom is going to head up the plume. We need more water balloons. Collect these cones real quick. Use your fish to interact with the gumball machine. Spit out these balloons. Let them smash. Collect the water. Spit it out underneath the water wheel. Oh, I missed. It's all right. Notice the guy is heading up the Flume. And now he's head down. And we are gonna use our fish. Camera takes a picture. And now we're all set. We're gonna try. The mechanics on this are weird, guys. To collect that guy. And now we're big enough to collect the gumball machine. It's gonna take some fiddling around here, guys. It is gonna take some fiddling around to grab that gumball machine. Use your mechanics best as you can. It's right next to the water. You can even use the water. There we go. We gotta draw it away from that water. It's a pain in the butt, guys, but we can do it. Even use your fish. Kind of pop it away. Once we get it far enough away from the water. Oh, well, good night. Should be able to use our physics. Drop it in the hole. Finally become big enough. And then we're going to use that water again, guys. But we're going to collect all this stuff here. Not big enough to collect that little tent yet. What we are going to do is use the water. And we're going to make the Ferris wheel go even faster. We're going to do this 3 times. One more time. And we'll get that achievement. Smash and poof! The Flume is doomed. And then we can go ahead and just grab everything else on the level to include the Ferris wheel itself. Eventually, you'll get big enough to grab the entire ride. And at this point, guys, we can go ahead and pause our game. Quit the main menu. Quit our game. Turn in our rewards for the day. And there's a bunch, guys. It's Sunday for me. 443 is probably a little bit more than that. Remember, we had that discussion yesterday, guys. We've got everything for the day. I will continue on with the cards, guys. Don't you worry. 443, but total points are actually 520 at home. And for continuing rewards, continued achievements and trophies, continuing videos, guys, you know what buttons to press. But as always, have a great day. See ya!